Deshaun Watson has been traded to the Cleveland Browns in a blockbuster move after saying that it came down to the Falcons or the Saints. He pulls a 180, and he ultimately, in my opinion, makes the right decision. He joins a loaded roster with Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and most recently, Amari Cooper. Breaking the news here, Ian Rappaport tweeting out, the Browns and Texans are in an agreement on a trade for Deshaun Watson. It's a 3 first-round picks, a third-rounder, and a late-round pick swap, a fourth and a fifth. It's done. He's a member of the Browns. Probably the best of all at the end there. He's a member of the Browns. So with that all in mind, as we all enjoy this joyous day in Cleveland Browns history, what is your one-word reaction to the Watson trade? Is it Super Bowl? Is it delirious? Is it smiling? Or are you just going to go with the plain old simple, jumping up and down in one word? Let me know what it is in the comment section below, your one-word reaction to the trade. I also should mention we're here on NFL Daily with the Browns Report. Chase Sr. alongside me, who at this point is just along for the ride with the Dog Pound.
It's your world.
Enjoy
We're living in it,
this
brother.
amazing day in franchise history. The biggest move as the Browns get Deshaun Watson and a 5th-round pick. The Texans get 3 firsts for the upcoming 3 draft, including the 13th overall pick in a month and change, a 3rd-rounder, and a 4th-rounder. Honestly, way less than I thought it would be. They don't give up a single member of their core. No Kareem Hunt, no Denzel Ward. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Deshaun Watson to the Cleveland Browns. I cannot believe it. I really did not think this was going to happen, especially after he came out and said he had removed the Browns from his list. But ultimately, he looked at the 3 rosters, I think, and said, which of these is the best rosters? And that was never a competition. It was the Browns by a mile. And so what's my word going to be for that? Super Bowl. That's the expectations now for the Cleveland Browns. I mean, ultimately, Andrew Berry said, I need to do my job as a GM. Where can I improve my roster? And he felt the quarterback position was a spot he could improve on. And so what does he do? He tosses his hat in the ring for Deshaun Watson sweepstakes, and he makes it happen. He brings him over from Houston, and there's a lot to unpack here because he did not play in 2021. He's got 22 civil lawsuits against him, but at the end of the day, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and we'll break that down for another day. But for right now, Deshaun Watson is going to the Browns, which ultimately does mean that that is the end of the Baker Mayfield era here in Cleveland. As we join Chase Sr. here on the Browns Report, the Baker Mayfield era is over, and I think there's going to be a lot of great memories that come from it. Winning your first postseason game in over 2 decades in Pittsburgh, of all places, against the Steelers team that had been the big brother in the AFC North for so long. But Chase, we welcome you to the show. We welcome you to the Dog Pound.
Yes, sir.
You're one of us right now. You're part of the Smiling Crew. What is your maybe unbiased opinion as someone who's not a Cleveland Browns guy, but just looking at this from afar?
As a guy who covers the NFL on a daily basis, and I absolutely love what I do, this trade is one of the biggest trades in the history of the National Football League. Deshaun Watson, upon getting traded to the Cleveland Browns, is also going to sign a contract worth $80 million more of guaranteed money than any other quarterback in the history of the NFL. It immediately makes the Cleveland Browns Super Bowl contenders in the AFC in a conference that is straight up loaded with some elite quarterback talent, all under the ages of 26 years old. I've been saying this all week. I've been saying this for weeks, that Deshaun Watson, in my opinion, is the 3rd best quarterback in the National Football League, Matthew Peterson. I think he's right behind Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, who are really neck and neck. I'd put Watson at number 3, yes, ahead of Aaron Rodgers, ahead of Tom Brady, who's about to be 45 years old, 70% completion percentage back in 2020 on a roster that was bad with a lot of dysfunctional pieces hovering around Deshaun Watson with an organization that never seems to know what they're doing. 5,000 yards is what he threw for, 33 touchdowns, 7 picks. He can pick you apart with his arm. He can pick you apart with his legs. But what I love about Deshaun Watson, he is a pocket passer first. And for Cleveland, they now have a loaded roster with a really good head coach who I believe in Kevin Stefanski, with an offensive side of the ball that features players like Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Amari Cooper, and David Njoku. A very good offensive line even after they released J.C. Tretter. Deshaun Watson, to pivot like this, makes this absolutely epic. But I think you made a good point originally. He went to the right team. Him going to the Atlanta Falcons never made sense to me, Matthew, because I thought they were a rebuilding roster. If anything, he should have gone to the New Orleans Saints if he wasn't going to go to the Atlanta Falcons, because they have pieces on the offensive side of the football. They're set up to win right now. But the Cleveland Browns, as an all-around roster, are the better roster as compared to those two teams. He goes to the right spot. And for Cleveland fans, you just have to be elated at this news. This is a game changer. Yeah. This is a franchise icon. And this is an elite player at the quarterback position who's a winner, and he's always been a winner. 2 national titles appearances at Clemson, 1 national championship over a Nick Saban-led defense in which he carved up in both of those games, by the way, monumental.
Absolutely. And if you're watching this for the first time, as you're looking for places to take in the Deshaun Watson trade news, make sure you're subscribed. And while you're down there, let us know, will the Browns win the AFC North? Were the Bengals a one-hit wonder? Because all of a sudden the Browns go from having the worst quarterback, well, we'll figure out what the Steelers do, but from the bottom of the division, they just threw that blue shell like in Mario Kart all the way to the front, blew up the Ravens and the Bengals, and now have put themselves at the top of the leaderboard in the AFC North. Let me know if the Browns are going to win the division, why for yes and for no. We're not only on YouTube, though. We're on Rumble as well, another great video platform service. So make sure you subscribe and follow us there as well. When you go to rumble.com/Browns Report, hit the subscribe button. Just more ways to take in great Browns news and rumors content. Listen, they have uncensored politics, news, sports, business, tech, really anything under the sun. So follow us when you go to rumble.com/Browns Report. But the Browns, they got their guy, Deshaun Watson, coming over. This was the NFL passing leader in 2020. He has been one of the top quarterbacks since he came into the league and took over in like week 3 of his rookie season, whatever it was. And he does not only have a great arm, you can use him as a mobile quarterback as well. He can move, he can run, he does it all a little bit. Deshaun Watson is one of the best in the NFL. This is nothing new right now. But what's new is that the Browns have a quarterback, that there's no more QB discussions for who knows how long. I mean, the time is over. We can retire the jersey with all the list of quarterbacks on the back of it. This is it. This is the move. This brings Deshaun Watson to Cleveland and ends the carousel, the jokes, the butt end of the NFL of being the bottom of the barrel without a quarterback for way too long. Deshaun Watson comes to Cleveland. And, of course, with that in mind, Baker Mayfield done in Cleveland. Now, the Browns initially told me they would not request his trade offer. Now they're trading him. There's no doubt about it. Baker Mayfield, according to Dov, saying that he prefers to be traded to the Colts over the Seahawks. And listen, I'm going to respect Baker for what he did for this team, being a part of a team that ended that postseason drought, won a game in Pittsburgh. But at the end of the day, power to Andrew Berry. I was a little nervous if this all backfired and they had no backup plan. But we'll never know what the backup plan was because who cares at this point? It all worked out. They got their guy, Deshaun Watson. Baker Mayfield is done in Cleveland. The Browns ultimately decided we need to do better. And we're going to look at every position and see where we can improve. And if we can improve, we're going to make an effort. And they did that, and it worked. So make sure you're subscribed because we're going to have a lot of Deshaun Watson content coming your way. You're not going to want to miss a single thing. So make sure you hit the big red button. Join us if you're coming across us for the first time. It's the YouTube version of the Dog Pound. Join us, one of us style, Wolf of Wall Street. Hit that big red button. Go to youtube.com/Browns Report. Boss man James, here it is. We got him.
Let's go.
Browns helmet.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we got him. We're having fun here. That's what we do here at the Browns Report. That's what we do at Chat Sports. Adam Schefter tweeting out, Jimmy Haslam's 10 years as Browns owner has been eventful with QBs, including, and get ready, Johnny Manziel, Brian Hoyer, RG3, Brandon Weeden, Austin Davis, Josh McCown, Deshaun Kaiser, Kevin Hogan, Cody Kessler, Tyrod Taylor, Baker Mayfield, and now Deshaun Watson. Jimmy Haslam, I went to your college in Tennessee. You were a little cheap there, but finally, $230 million guaranteed to make sure you got the most important position in the history of sports correct. Follow me on Twitter as well. If you're looking for more Deshaun Watson content, give me a follow when you go to @MatthewPeedy. I think the first thing I tweeted was OMG, OMG, and breaking it all down. So follow me on Twitter today.